Hi everybody, it's the day after Yom Kippur, Tav Shin Ayin Aleph, 5771. It's the 11th day of Tishrei. It's September the, 20th, 2010. See this is the Lubavitcher Rebbe. What he has, he's holding in his left hand Etrog, a yellow citron fruit from Italy. And that fruit is worth a lot of money because it's very special. And I want to tell about that fruit. I put a deposit on a fruit like that yesterday, and the price is $200. And I looked around all the places that are available in Kfar Chabad, and this is also after all the people have picked and chosen, but they don't necessarily buy the best. I tried to find the best one that is available, even paying any price for it. Anyway, I want to show you my fruit when I get it. It's not with me yet. I just only put a deposit on it. I only put about 1/8 of the price. No. Yeah. Something like 1/8 or 1/7 of the price deposit. And today or tomorrow, I'm here to Shem. I'll come up with the rest. So what you have here, we're coming up to the Feast of Tabernacles, the Feast of Sukkot, in 3 days, 4 days. So I want to talk about this particular fruit. Okay. This fruit is called an Etrog. Or if you're Ashkenaz, it's called an Etrog. And it's so special because it's a mitzvah in the Torah, commandment of the Torah, to take 4 species of vegetation and bring them all together. So we have the Rebbe holding a cluster of green hadassim rather, and of course the fruit, and then the long stem is called lulav. And inside that cluster of hadassim are 2 willow branches. So you have 4 different species. And when you bring them all together, you have to make a blessing. And you see the ring at the bottom below the Rebbe's right hand. The ring binds it all together. So what he has is 36 hadassim, 2 aravot, 2 willow branches, and 1, what's it called? Lulav. The lulav is a palm branch, a palm. And now you have it. Here he's doing Hoishanot. Could be, of course it's in the 770 in New York. And this is, who's that in the front? I don't know who it is. Anyway, the fruit is very, very special. It's very difficult to grow, and the choicest fruit is one that has no blemishes, no marks, no leaf marks, no any kind of bump that is a disqualifying factor. So in its pristine state, a fruit that's got a skin that's not damaged at all, it's perfect. It's very rare to find such a fruit like that. This fruit is from the citron family. It's similar to a lemon, except it's very different from a lemon. The insides really are not so fleshy. The inside is a lot of kind of peel, almost not peel, like, you know when you peel a thick peel of an orange? Well, this peel is so thick it goes down deep, and the flesh is not really so edible, but you could make marmalade or jam. At the end of the year, you can collect a bunch of them and make it, and some people do. And some people put it into vodka or arak, and they make etrog arak special. So anyway, the stems and the trees of these etrog trees, they have really strong thorns on them. So strong you'd want to wear steel-toed boots. I mean, one time I took a walk in one of the local orchards here in Kfar Chabad, and I was wearing some like sandal type, rubber-soled sandals. And when I got home, I pulled out a long one out of the sole of my foot, and I thought, oh wow, how did that not get through to my skin? Because it was over an inch long, and these thorns are, it's hard to break them. They're like steel. So you have to be careful because sometimes the branches fall off, or you trim them, so they don't clean them up, and you have to be careful how you walk because it 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 it's gonna go right into the skin, no problem if you step on it. It's like a nail. Anyway, these branches, the fruit you want it to be in pristine state to sell the fruit at the best price, and so the fruit is the best quality. So naturally, you have to keep an eye on the trees and the orchards so that the fruit is protected from the leaves and protected from the stems of the trees itself and from the other etrogim, but especially from these thorns. Because if one of those thorns goes and touches, it'll immediately pierce through the skin and make disqualify the fruit. So to be an expert farmer, you have to always go through your orchard every day, looking at every fruit, making sure that the wind didn't blow things to a different shape, and you have to tie the branches up physically with a twist tie or some twine to protect them, so that the fruit always stays protected. So we're coming up to a couple days, a few more days in Tishrei called the Feast of Tabernacles, which is also called Sukkot. Because when the Jews left Egypt, they were commanded to make little booths, and every year at this time we follow the same tradition, and we make booths, and we're commanded to take a special fruit. Okay, I'll show you out the window. There are some children who built a little booth already in the neighboring apartment, and we have to eat in there every day of the Feast of Tabernacles. The really strict people, the really careful people, the ones who will want to be careful to do the mitzvah in Hidr, they won't even drink water anywhere else outside the sukkah. So anyway, I'll quickly change over to the window. Okay, down there. Okay, down there you have their sukkah. A little bit. That's their little booth. And it's got some palm fronds on the top for schach. We call it schach. It's the roof. The roof has to be very special because it's not allowed to be made of anything that can receive impurity, like steel. So it has to be made all of natural fiber, like branches or grass or wood of a certain dimension. And then we eat in there, and we make blessings in there. Some people even sleep in there, but it's not the Chabad minhag to sleep in the sukkah, because a lot of times it rains during this time of the year. I mean, not in Israel so much, but outside in, say, New York, it rains a lot. Sorry about the focus there. So it's not Chabad minhag to eat in, rather to sleep in there. Anyway, this is your introduction to Sukkot in 2010. I'll show you next video when I pick up my Etrog, and you'll see what I got, and I'll show you why I paid so much for it and why I chose it over the other ones. So anyway, all the best. Chag Sameach.